one's right.
All right, y'all jamming right here live on High Hits Radio, the hottest radio show online. We have an artist in the building that's going to introduce himself for me. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? It's ProbleMattic. You know what I mean? Straight out of Warren, Ohio. What's up?
What's up? Nothing much, man. How your day going, man?
Man, it's going, you know. It's normal day, struggles, normal routine, trying to make shit happen.
He said normal day struggling.
Yeah, you know how it goes, man.
But go tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
I'm out here getting ready to make some big news here. Name's ProbleMattic. I've been rapping for a long time now, about 3 years, about 8 to 10 hours a day. I put that work in. Got an album out called The Arrival. Got a whole bunch more coming. I got a project I'm working on right now called Fame. I mean, I don't know where to start. We just got so much going on right now. I mean, I don't know.
When did you release the, you said that's a mixtape called The Arrival?
Yeah. I released The Arrival back last year in 2015, March. I don't remember the exact date because, I mean, it's so much. But, yeah, back in March, it was my first project. It was just a mixtape, 17 tracks, called it The Arrival, because basically it was like The Arrival of me. For actually stepping into who I felt like I was destined to be at that time, you know, into the character, into the role, you know.
Okay. All right. Who were some of your influences in the hip-hop music industry, or even people that influenced you to do music?
Well, one of my biggest influences is Tupac. You know, that's when I first got introduced in the hip-hop music was Tupac. It was Tupac, Me Against the World. You know, I mean, I had another tape, too, at the time, because my grandma got it for me. It was Kilo. Probably don't even know who he was, man, but you know, his stuff was weak, you know, so I'm sitting there like, yeah, this Tupac tape, though, this stuff right. So I'm sitting there bumping out to that, you know, and Eminem influenced me a lot. I like a lot of Bob Seger. I like Counting Crows. You know, just a little bit of everything, man. Nirvana. I just, you know, I still tell story. I like Nas, too. Nas is cool.
Okay. All right, cool. And to let everybody know, Me Against the World is probably Tupac's best album, you know, and then All Eyes on Me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he just No, I can definitely agree with you, man. There was one of them that I had to pick. But I wouldn't say All Eyes on Me second. I'd say the 7 Day Theory, the Machiavelli. That was the second best, in my opinion. But I like Me Against I like Me Against the World because it was mostly basically like all him. You know what I mean? You know.
Yeah.
But, you know, All Eyes on Me. He got with a better team. You know, but he just didn't get. You know, he was going through that stuff with Me Against the World, so he didn't get to push that one like he wanted to. You know, with the rape case and then shooting the cop and all that. You know what I mean? So he didn't get to push that album like he wanted to.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely project. One of the best albums of all time, to be honest.
All right, okay. Now you say you have an album coming up also. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we haven't actually came out with a release date exactly yet on the album. You know, still in the process of that. But yeah, it's called Fame. Project's called Fame. Thinking about making it because it's like 30 songs, man. They're all really good, and I want to trim them. But I'm thinking about making it a double disc project and call it one Fame and the other disc Fortune.
Okay.
You know,
that's cool.
We'll go with that. You know.
What are some of your goals for the 2017 just started? So what are some of your goals you want to complete this year?
Well, pretty much. I want to take over the hip hop music, the genre completely. Hopefully by June, maybe December. I mean, you know, if that happens, but I hope to be at least, you know, where I need to be by December. I mean, by June of this year, I want to be
you know, in the spotlight, because
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff out right now that's just not what needs to be out right now.
What's some things that you think need to change in the music industry, or do you think anything needs to change at all?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that could change, but it just seems like with hip hop, it seems like they hide a lot of stuff. Like Ice Cube said it a while ago, like if a rapper gets political and stuff like that, they throw that on the back burner. You know what I mean? Because they don't want that message out there or whatever. But what they got going on right now is just, I don't know, man. I really can't. When I was becoming an artist, you know, like I had to learn a lot. And the main thing that I learned about being an artist is that an artist, a good artist, reports on what the heck they're seeing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what's really going on, even if it's not good. You know,
Right.
especially when it's not good. That's when it needs to be pointed out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's like this guy that's raping kids, that stuff needs to be pointed out. You know, you don't
Right.
just throw that stuff on the back. I mean, you put that shit right on the cuss, but you put that right on the mainframe. And what they do right now is they cloud it with a whole bunch of garbage. Like,
Right.
let's turn up, let's get faded, let's drink. My girlfriend dumped me. Oops, I miss her. Like, it's the same stuff over and over and over and over again.
Right.
It's like,
And
you know, like put some,
and that's
make
different
people
'cause-
think higher.
Right, and it's kind of different from back, you know, when I was coming up. Anything that was going on in society, the rappers were talking about it. Of course, they made their fun music, but they talked about a lot of things that was happening in the world, especially in the U.S. We always got some shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But you know, but it's always,
Yeah,
they always
right.
talked about it. Whether it was the president, you know what I mean? You know, was the president, or like you said, people stuff going on in the neighborhood, serial killers, whatever's going on, the bombing. You know, they talk about everything. You know,
Right.
you didn't have to look at social media. I mean, people be on social media, but a lot of people listen to music. So a lot of messages are sent through music, and we don't get those messages anymore.
Well, yeah, and it's funny that you mentioned social media, because now a lot of that message is sent through social media, and it's a lot of the wrong messages.
Exactly.
You know, like you see so much stuff on there, and it's just like you know, you'll scroll, you know, you'll see your friend post this, you'll see your friend share that link, and then you're just sitting there like, what is real anymore?
Right.
Like, there's so much fake links, like John Cena's dead, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I mean, in jail for 20 years, you know, like, come on.
Yep, I was
Like,
just going to
what the
say
heck?
something like that. You know how they say people dead? I'm like, 'cause nobody does any research anymore. They just quick to share something to get likes. You know what I mean?
Right,
You know?
exactly. That's what I wanted to say that. I'm glad you brought that up. I was just thinking some stuff like that. Like, we live in a world right now to where people would care more about what they get or like on Facebook than what's really going on in their real life. And it's sad.
Right, and Denzel Washington called out a media guy. I've seen this a couple of days ago, and I think it's kind of old. He was like, they asked him something. I forgot what they asked him, but he was like, "It's your job as the media to spread the truth, but you all don't do that."
Right.
You know, he said, "You all don't do that. You all take something, y'all take a piece of something and make it something else, and next thing you know, everything's a lie. But it's your job as the media to tell the truth, and you're not doing it."
Well, yeah, I mean, they got to make the story juicy for the American people to get all happy about, hey, like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, you know, like the Tupac and Biggie story, man. Like, that was the perfect story for like a generation. Like, people still talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, and they spun that shit so many different ways. like the people's lives was at stake, you know, but
Right.
and they did it on, you know, unfortunately, but they done spun that story and, you know, just made buku bucks off of them men's death.
Okay. I read that you had you were raised in the foster home for so many years, and you were bouncing back and forth. So how did you adapt to that kind of life, or did you even adapt to that?
I mean, I think realistically, whatever you're going through in life, you have to adapt to, or else, you know, you just flip the bird and it just goes all bad from there. But you know, you just go with it, man. Like, I really didn't have any much choice, you know, and I really, at that age, I didn't know what the heck was really going on.
Right.
You know, I
And when you were, I know you were still young, you know, going through those teenage years. From what I seen, it was like, you know, kind of like the teenage years almost. What kind of made you rebellious toward everyone, or that's just a phase?
What'd you say?
What kind of made you rebellious toward, like, because you said you went to several foster homes.
Yeah. I was just, man, to be honest with you, I just was a confused kid, you know. I just had this temper in me, you know. Like, I just wanted answers the whole time. Like, and everybody always wanted to cover stuff up, you know. And I just didn't understand. I was confused, and nobody actually sat there. I mean, I don't want to sound all corny, but sat down and said, "Hey, you know, we love you.
Right.
You know, we want you here. You know."
And sometimes kids need to hear that, man. And that's another question I was going to ask you. Was there anybody that you could talk to at that time, or is it like nobody really set you? Like you said, nobody really set you down. But was there anybody? Hey, you know, explain to me what's going on.
To be honest with you, I didn't have nobody to talk to. My whole childhood, man, it was just me. I talked I had my sister. You know, we talked. You know, every now and again. Like, we had my sister Chastity. We had a close relationship. Right. But like, for a good 5-6 years, man, until there's one guy, Mr. Dalton. We used to go on like rides and trips and stuff. Like, he would take us to like the movies and stuff, one-on-ones and stuff. And this man would give we go to board, man. He's lecturing the whole time, you know. Like, but the stuff that he was saying, man, it made so much sense. And like, looking back now, I'm just like, man, he was so right.
Right.
He had mentioned a comment right around the time 8 Mile came out. Remember that?
Okay,
Remember when 8 Mile came? The movie.
Right.
He had said Eminem. He was like, Eminem's 30 years old, man. He still don't got his life together.
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, looking at it like Eminem's got a multi-million-dollar record deal. He's making buku money. He's the hottest thing in the world. He's got a new movie out that everybody wants to go see. Like, what's wrong with him? But now they're looking back. He right after that, he went on a pill binge. You know, was relapsed and almost died a couple times. Like, he was just speaking real stuff. And I just never caught on to it until later on in life.
Right. Now you.
He was the first person that sat me down.
Okay. Now you eventually went back home to your mom, right? When you were 16.
Yeah.
Now how did you feel about that?
Oh, well, I mean, I was happy, you know. I was like, you know, we back out here, you know. I got into some shit. Started smoking weed with the neighborhood kids, you know. Started slanging drugs because that's what all my friends did, you know, just doing what everybody else did. I ain't young, trying to develop character.
So what made you change your life?
Well, what actually had happened was my sister's baby dad, which is one of my best friends, you know. To this day, he actually passed away suddenly and tragically, and he was on a bad path, and he was tortured. He was a tortured soul, and I looked up to him. And the fact that I was looking up to somebody who was tortured made me understand that I needed to just, you know what I mean? I had to start changing the way I was thinking, because it just wasn't my fate might end up like his, you know. And you know, rest in peace to him.
Okay, all right, cool. Let's jump back in the music scene for a minute. Now, Now you got these rappers now that's battling each other. We got Soulja Boy and Chris Brown. I don't know, have you been? we got Soulja Boy and Chris Brown. Now give us your take on that, man. Because I've only seen a little bit of the things, like somebody did the Soulja Boy challenge or something. So I don't know how true that is. You know, I haven't kept up with it. I just been hearing about it, so I don't even actually know how it started. But what is your take on this beef thing going on with them, man?
Man, that's a good one, man. To be honest with you, man, cats just trying to sell records. Those day time is pretty much, you know, Chris Brown is still lightweight hot, but Soulja Boy is thing in the past. Right. And maybe they're even friends. Maybe, you know, they're like, hey, let's do this. Let's have a little sparring match. I bet you I could beat you up. Right. You know, some stupid stuff. But it's just, you know, I don't know, man. You got a lot of people.
I think it's more of a Soulja Boy thing than a Chris Brown thing. And, you know, Chris Brown, you know, because, you know, coming up, Chris Brown grew into, I'm going to say.
Damn.
Yeah, that too. But I'm saying, like, when he first came out, the way he was being raised was not like the hard guy. You know what I mean? Like the tough guy. You know what I mean? So we don't really know. I don't know. I can't tell. Because, I mean, his career started at like 15, 16 or earlier. You know what I mean? So it's like you had no chance to go through, to be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And all of this. So it's like, I'm like, okay, the Soulja Boy calling him out because he thinks that he can actually whoop this dude. You know what I mean? You know, so, because what other rappers, you know, any other rappers is tough. And he's a singer. He's not even a rapper. You know,
I know he's going out and say, yeah, that's funny. Nah, but I think Chris Brown's gonna knock him out though, man. Chris Brown got moved, man. Soulja Boy, he quick, man. And he used to box. I heard my dude said he boxed and shit when he was younger.
Who, Soulja Boy?
No, Chris Brown.
Oh, he might have. You know what I mean? You never know. See, you don't know people. Like, we don't really know his past, you know what I mean? As fans and stuff like that, you know. Man, I don't know Soulja Boy past. I mean, he never made no hardcore music either. You know what I mean? You got popular off of, what is that? I can't think of the name of it. The track, whatever he got popular off of, the little dance. Soulja Boy.
Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
Yeah,
okay,
Superman now. Yeah.
So where you're hard, the tats don't make you hard. You know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
don't make you hard.
Nah, man, he gonna get whooped, man. He got Money Mayweather training him though, so.
But Mike Tyson training Chris Brown.
You see that diss track Mike dropped? Mike.
I heard it.
Yeah, he's coming with the bars.
You going up, you going down.
Yeah, he's close.
But it's,
man.
I hope it's, I hope they kind of battling for real, and they settled it like that. You know what I mean? I hope it ain't just a scam. You know, of course, you know, we know what y'all do. You know what y'all do. You got to make money. It's fun. It's entertaining. People like it. You know, but we don't want to end up like Tupac and Biggie thing. You know what I mean? So
right. Oh, it ain't gonna get this serious. Them cats ain't got the heart that Tupac and Biggie had, man.
We know that. You know.
But the thing, you want to mention that? Like, I mean, Tupac and Biggie, man, they I think they attracted that. To be honest with you, man, just the way that they, like, I listened to Tupac's lyrics and the way he spit, it was just like. He was a condemned man, and he was broken. He was a broken man. Like, a lot of stuff happened in his life, and you just look at Biggie's titles of his albums, you know, Ready to Die, Life After Death, and he even had a track on there, man, you know what I mean? Like, they was talking about each other dying in each other's tracks, man.
Yep.
Like, Hollywood couldn't have been more. I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck happened. Right?
If you were to get into a battle with somebody, who would you want to battle? You know, like as a battle rapper.
A battle rap? To be honest, I probably want to battle. I mean, I wouldn't want to battle. I mean, I really couldn't say because I mean, I want to battle. I'd battle anybody. Actually, that's where I started at. I started in the battle circuit. But what I would if I would, I'd probably battle Eminem. Okay. Just because he's the best, and I'm trying to take his throne. Like, well, he was the best at one time. Now he got old.
He's not into the music like like he used to be. You know,
once you make all that.
Yeah, he got
once you make all that money and.
But yeah,
life hits you in a million different ways, and he's like, "Fuck music."
Right, I can make money doing other things.
Right.
But yeah, man. But what's this track you gonna push for us, man? What's this we about to play for you, man?
We're about to play "Told Ya." It's a song I did back in December of last year. It was on my first project, The Arrival, which is available on Dat Piff. We're gonna have it for sale here on June 27th. It's gonna be on Amazon. Okay. Check it out. But yeah, it's a song called "Told Ya." It was just me foreseeing the future. Basically, this song I just wrote was like the third song I did that night. I sat down and just really like the beat. It's like a real classic
Okay.
classic 90s type beat. I don't know, it's a really good song, man. We can't explain it. It's just, but, like, you know.
All right, cool, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling into the radio show, man. Good talking with you, man.
Nice talking to you too, man. I look forward to talking to you soon.
All right, man. Shoot out your social networks, man, and anybody you want to give a shout out to.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Shout out to my label, C-Town Records, for holding it down. Definitely, if you need to check me out on Facebook, ProbleMattic with 2 T's. Go ahead and like the page. I got some really dope videos on there. I think you guys, might need to go ahead and take a peek. You can find me on Twitter at REA ProbleMattic, YouTube ProbleMattic, pretty much anything ProbleMattic. But 2 T's, though.
Cool. Any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to my label. Shout out to my family, you know. Shout out to my city. I already said that, but
cool.
Yeah, shout out. Just shout out to the world. Shout out to Donald Trump, I guess. Man.
I want to see what he gonna do while he in there, man. You know, he a business guy, of course. You know, but he used the media a lot. You know, so
man, he a puppet, man.
We'll see what he do while he in there. He do a lot of talking, but you know. And I said, you know what? All the stuff he talk, I give everybody a chance. You know what I mean? And, you know, he ain't stepped in the office yet, but he need to stay off social networks. I know that though.
Hey, listen, this is my biggest fear, man. This is on a serious thing too. I'm afraid that like Donald Trump is gonna tweet like we are at war with this country, and that's how we're gonna find out. Ain't gonna be no press conference like national security issue. It's gonna be like, hey, we are at war.
The dude is.
They bombed us. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad. I don't know, man. It's just sad too, man. You see the comments on the page and stuff, man. You know? Like how many people just like just it's so slow. I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right, man. Yeah. Hey, let me get off of here, man, so I can I gotta check out early in the morning, so I gotta finish this radio show up.
yeah, no doubt, man. I hope you get a chance to check out more of the music, man. But definitely stay on the lookout for me, man. Even for you, go look at my page, man. If you're an old hip hop head, man, and you'll definitely appreciate what I'm bringing to the table, man. Real shit.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Y'all jamming right here on Hot Hits Radio, the hottest radio show online. That was ProbleMattic. Here is track called I told you. I was going to say I told you, but I told you to listen to this track by ProbleMattic. Told you. Right here on Hot Hits Radio. They love the way he spoke, blowing smoke, spoke so richly of a pasture with the half of the ever after. Pasture with never-ending chapter of a notebook, get full of no crooks, the one by you on the no look. Castle with the rug, Master Fleet, the Queen is tough. No look, here go the hook. When the world's on your show, know when to hold you. 21 is old, but you're sober. No, I won't say I told. Nah, I won't say I told. Me, just getting older. Father time slime, push your rhymes down to 9 weekends overtime. Yeah. I'ma blow this time, but I won't say I told. Never that, you know better Mac than them. To spin the chrome rimmed home in, drop it like a stolen death approach. That's why I smoke them, till the locomotives cover up.